a lot of gaming, neither I do so much of video editing, but when sometimes I want to edit or play any game, I always wanted the process to be smooth, so I decided to get this PC built. Now let's start with the specifications of this PC. So the graphics of my PC are powered by this graphic card. This is 8GB Nvidia GeForce RTX 2070 Super. It's not that high-end kind of graphics card, there are much better graphic cards than this. But for the level of editing and gaming I do on my PC, this has plenty of power to make my editing and gaming smooth. Now the processor used in this PC is AMD Ryzen Series 7 3700X 3rd generation 8 core 16 threads with 4.4 GHz of boost. It came with a fan for cooling. I was told that for editing AMD is better than Intel, so I chose this over the Intel processor. Now for the RAM, I've gone with 32GB of DDR4 RAM, and for the storage this PC has 1TB of space. Now let's talk about the power supply, because power supply is one of the major components of the PC. The recommended power supply required for this PC to run was 650 watt, but I think it's always better to have a little more power supply for the PC so that I can minimize the heat. So I went with this 700 watt power supply from Gigabyte. Heat is a major issue when it comes to using some heavy applications on the laptops or even on the desktops, which can directly impact the performance of the PC. So I made sure that there was ample of air supply for this PC. So I went with this case, nothing major about it. It came with these 3 fans in the center front and including the other fans on the processor, graphic card and power supply. So it makes total of 7 fans on this PC. So I don't think the heat will be an issue, and that's why I didn't go with water cooling as well. When it comes to the motherboard of your PC, it is very important to choose the right one according to the hardware that you're gonna have on your PC. So I went with this one. This is Asus TUF Gaming X570 Plus. It came with the Aura Sync, which has some RGB effects on some parts, and the fan of the processor also has RGB. Well, I don't like RGB that much. I prefer simple looking setup, so did not add any more RGB lights to the PC. It also came with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth pre-installed. Well, this is all I have in this PC, and it costed around 1,40,000 including the taxes and everything. So it was not cheap, but it's not that high end of a PC. It's kind of a mid-end PC which suits all my needs. So to show you the performance, here are some of the benchmarks of the processor. Like I said, I don't game too much. I basically have this GTA 5 and Minecraft with shaders enabled, so here are some gaming clips. Now I hope that you all liked the video. To watch more reviews of basic man's care, lifestyle and tech related products, please subscribe to the channel and watch other videos on the channel as well.